I am not a mascot for your political beliefs. I am not a mascot for whatever religion you believe in. I am not your guy. I am not part of any fucking movement here. I have my beliefs, but I am a comedian. So I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to make fun of things that I agree with, and I'm going to make fun of fucking everything that I think is funny, regardless of whether I think it should actually happen in real life. Because there are so many people in my comment section, really, at the moment, calling me over. Like last week, I was getting called a lefty snowflake who used to be funny when they were edgy and based. This week, I'm getting called a MAGA right-wing grifter. I don't know which one I am because I seem to be getting called both. I am so fucking sick of fucking idiots trying to put me in their political box. I'm not on your team. There's no team. All right? I am not a left-wing Twitch streamer. I am not a based fascist red-pilled ortho bro, Christ-pilled red left right-wing guy. I'm not. I am an Australian comedian trying to be silly. I'm trying to make people laugh. When I'm being serious and telling you my opinion, I will actually say it. I am sick of people coming on to fucking 60-second Instagram reels that I make and inferring that I'm taking a stand with or against them. I'm telling jokes. Fuck, bro. Last week on the podcast, I was joking about those guys that were showing up to the Somalian daycares, right? And I put a clip of that on my Instagram. Go and look at the comments. Full to the fucking brim with moronic retards who don't understand what they just watched. I'm getting comments going, dude, one of the top comments going, you used to be funny, man. Now you're a fucking lefty. I was never a fucking lefty or a righty. I have always been just telling jokes about whatever I think is funny. Dude, this comment shit me up the fucking wall. You used to be funny, but now you're another cringy progressive retard. And then he puts in a fucking paragraph about these Somalian daycares and why they're all fraud. And then he goes, shit like this is why Trump's president in the first place. Go back to being edgy and funny instead of another leftard. If you watch that Instagram reel, I literally go, if this is real, that's bad. I tell a few jokes. If it's not real, that's hilarious. I tell a few jokes. And all of these fucking people that are so blinded by their political opinions, I'll be like, oh, he came up with a scenario where I could be wrong. He must be a gay socialist communist trying to promote the gay agenda and make 5-year-olds chop their cocks off and turn them into pussies. I said if. Do people don't know what a fucking bit is anymore? You literally, as a fucking comedian, cannot assume a character as a bit without people being like, that's what he thinks. That's what he thinks. You can't even do both sides of an argument without both sides of the argument thinking that you actually believe that the other team is correct and now they're pissed off at you. Bro, and then, so that was last week, right? The right-wing people were fucking upset at me. Okay, now it's the left-wing people that are upset at me. I told a few jokes about the protests over what happened in Venezuela, right? They happened in Sydney, okay? The Socialist Alternative, which is a real group that we have here, you may remember them from when fucking years ago when I went to the Socialist Alternative event and they kicked me out and did a silly video on them, right? Now, that wasn't because I'm a free market capitalist libertarian who thinks they should be hung in public. That was because I thought it would be funny to go to their event and fuck with them. just as I would if there were the right-wing equivalent. And I have done. I did it to fucking Rebel Media. Like, I've done the same shit to whatever. Getting ahead of myself, okay? I make fun of the fact that the leader of the socialist alternative, she says, we're supporting the people of Venezuela, and the people that are celebrating Maduro being kidnapped aren't with the people of Venezuela. And then they cut right to a huge group of Venezuelans celebrating. That's funny. I'm sorry, is that not hilarious? The leader of the protest being like, we're supporting Venezuelans, and then Venezuelans being like, no, you're not. We're stoked. That's funny. That's objectively hilarious. Yes, of course, there are some Venezuelans that are probably not happy with Maduro being captured. I didn't say that. Right? So I tell all these jokes about it. And I told jokes about the Venezuelans, right? I told jokes about the socialist alternative. I told jokes about Nazis. I told jokes about First Nations people. I told jokes about pro-Palestine. And I told jokes about a mega huge Zionist. Everyone! And the comments are fucking full of, oh, dude, I didn't know that you were a fascist. I made fun of mostly the right-wing people in this scenario. People, I think, honestly, I don't even know if it's, these people are so fucking stupid, I don't even know if it's their fault. I think that it's got to be the fucking algorithm is doing it to us. Because every single person's algorithm on every single social media platform identifies what you believe in immediately within a few scrolls and a few interactions. You don't even have to like posts. It just tells what you pause on, what catches your eye. It can just tell who the fuck you are. You put in your age, your sex, your location, and within a few scrolls, it just goes, you're this type of person. And it's correct. You generally have these types of beliefs. And then from within 20 scrolls on a brand new account, the algorithm puts you in a fucking bubble where it only shows you things that you mostly or fully agree with, and it only ever shows you things that you don't agree with when it's the other opinion getting dunked on, the worst example of the other opinion, or like a really inflammatory, backwards, hateful version of the other team. And that brainwashes you in so many different ways. It makes you think that you're always correct. It makes you think that your group is the most empathetic, caring group with the actual ideas to fix everything. And it proves to you that the other team are stupid, the other team are mean, the other team are dangerous, and that makes you feel like a hero. So whenever you see the other team, you know within your heart that you're a hero and they're a villain. And that's what social media does to us. And what I've noticed in my comment section is I've always made fun of everyone. Like if you listen to this show for a long time, I've always made fun of everyone. And I fucking love when people remind these losers who complain of that fact. All right? For every single person that was complaining, there are about 5 people whose names I see every now and then liking or interacting or whatever, going, you're a fucking idiot. He has always done this. Right? And I've been trying to work out, how are these people disappointed? Because it's a new type of criticism I've been getting. I've always gotten, oh, you're a right-wing guy, or oh, you're a left-wing guy. I've always gotten that. And but the difference is that's been from people who see one video, I tell a few jokes about their team, it pisses them off, and they get angry and they never watch me again, right? That's fine. I don't care, okay? They're wrong. But I've been getting increasingly like an interesting thing. I've been getting, and it's really new, and I don't think I've changed very much. I've been getting, I'm so disappointed in you. You used to be this. And then they list something that I'm not. They go, you used to be super progressive and super left wing, or you used to be super right wing and edgy and based, and now you're a progressive leftard, or now you're a right-wing fascist, right? And I've been looking at this and trying to figure out why this is happening. And honestly, I think it's because I've been posting so much more on in general, but so much more on short platforms for like the last 2 years or so much more than I ever have. And I think if you're only consuming my stuff on short platforms, that's fine. I don't care how you watch me, right? I think it's all good. I like the longer stuff better. I like the live stuff the best. But if you just watch the short stuff, I don't care. If you're a fucking idiot with no attention span, I don't care. I think that what's happening is because of the way social media algorithms are, I think that people are only getting served like we've always known that you're never going to see everything that I make because algorithms just don't show you who you follow. But I think because I've been posting so much short clip stuff, I think that people are only seeing this stuff of mine that is either really viral or aligns with their views, which is fucking crazy, right? Because I do make fun of both sides all the time. But if I post 50 videos making fun of right-wing people and 50 making fun of left-wing people, but the algorithm only delivers me dunking on right-wing people to the left-wing people and only delivers me dunking on left-wing people to the right-wing people, that puts me in their minds in a bucket of like, oh, Lewis is a lefty guy, he's on my team. Lewis is a right-wing guy, he's on my team. And if that happens enough, you see even 3 or 4, you go, all right, Lewis is in this bucket, he's my friend. We're on the same team. He hates the people that I hate. I saw 3 40-second Instagram reels. I know all of his beliefs, and if he contradicts a made-up version of who I think that he is, even though I've only ever watched him on fucking YouTube Shorts, I'm going to be very angry at him because he's hurt my feelings and he's betrayed me because we're friends, because I'm stupid, right? If you see 5 things of me dunking on right-wing people, and then you see 1 thing of me dunking on left-wing people, you actually feel betrayed, like I've lied to you or I've changed, when really I was always doing both. It's just these more casual, short-form viewers are only seeing one or the other. I don't know how to fix that. That's unfixable. And what it really makes you notice as well, like as a creator, is algorithms, they want me to pick a lane. Like I can, from when I post stuff, I can get, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to be like, all right, how can I get my stuff out to as many people as possible and make sure that they're comedy fans that'll come out to see shows and not just fucking, angry people, basically. And like when I test certain things and write certain things, I can see that Instagram wants to put me in a box, right? And I can see that if I really, really, really wanted to send it, I could just become a grifter for either side, right? Left or right, doesn't matter. But if I put all of my eggs in one bucket and I just dunked on right-wing people or I just dunked on left-wing people, I could accelerate so fucking quick and so fast because Instagram, the algorithm, loves to just put you in a bucket. It's a lot easier to look at with the example of say I was a person doing how-to videos, right? If I was doing a how-to knit and a how-to martial arts, that's confusing for the algorithm because it's like, fuck, do I show this guy to knitting fans or to martial arts fans? I certainly won't show him to cooking fans, right? So if I just did martial arts videos, they'd be like, oh, it's simple, boom, right? Same thing with political opinions and politics. We know the algorithms understand what you believe and what you want to see and what you hate, even more than you do, right? So when you make fun of both teams, the algorithm doesn't really know what to do. So I think that because I've posted so much and I've posted, like, I think that these algorithms have created alternate universes where I'm like a right-wing guy and a left-wing guy. And most of my fans are like people who enjoy my stuff are you, right? Who are just here to laugh. They're here for the comedy. You guys get it. And I love that. And that's what I'm trying to build. But I think there are 2 subcultures, like progressive left-wing people and then like edgy red-pilled right-wing people that genuinely both think I'm on their team And every single time I tell a joke about either group, I disappoint these people like I have ever been on their team. It's crazy. But it makes me, like, it pisses me off. And then I read their comments and I'm like, this person, like, actually does not understand my shit at all. Like, this person actually thinks they're a fan and they understand my stuff, but they don't. They've just seen an aspect of it and they think they know it. And now they're getting disappointed by the reality of me, which is I'm not out here to push a political agenda. I have my opinions, of course, and I do say them seriously, but 90% of the time when I'm making a video, I'm just looking for jokes. Like, I truly don't care about much more than entertaining people, right? When I want to do things and change the world, I do it in real life. And I voice my opinion sparingly, because whenever you're fucking yapping about shit all the time, you water down your message and you actually don't have the ability to affect change because you don't know what you're talking about. You know, that's what gets me when I'm fucking joking about Venezuela. It's like, what did you want from me? Like, if you've followed me for years, I'm sorry, what did you want? Did you want me to sit down and be like, all right, here's what I think should happen with the geopolitical situation with America and Venezuela? I think that this is what we should do with the massive oil reserves under Venezuela. And here's how we should navigate Israel's interest and Russia's interest. And also, there were Chinese delegates there. So here's how we're going to figure that out. No, I'm going to make fun of the the Sydney socialists saying that Venezuelans celebrating are bad Venezuelans. That's funny. That's my bag. That's hilarious. And then I'm going to let whatever happens, because I'm not, I'm sorry. I don't think that Maduro was going to fix the country. I don't think that America deposing Venezuela was done out of the goodness of their hearts. I don't think Maduro should have been in charge. I mean, their fucking economy runs off a RuneScape classic. You can make more money in Venezuela farming gold than you can having a job. All right? So when GP in RuneScape becomes stronger than the Venezuelan dollar or whatever the fuck they call it, maybe some helicopters need to be flown in and someone needs to have a sleepover in an American prison. I don't know. Look, what I'm trying to say is, if you want my honest opinion, American imperialism has always worked, and it's never, ever blown up in their faces. Every single time the United States has deposed a leader, especially when oil is involved, it's always ended up better for the populace. They've always gotten a better leader after. Does anyone remember Vietnam? Yeah, that's right. That was a big success. I mean, now they get babies with extra heads. That's fucking awesome. They're going to be twice as smart as us now. And they're Asian. Imagine an Asian kid with 2 brains. No, they're Vietnamese. But imagine a Vietnamese kid with 4 hands. Fuck, he could make shoes so quick for Nike. Like, is this the person that you want to give you serious discussions about fucking America's foreign policy? I'm literally Australian. I failed high school, brother. I'm here to make people laugh. And if you're looking to me as some sort of guide on what to do, hey, man, go and volunteer at a community center. That's what I think. All right? That's like, what do I think about what's happening in Venezuela? I don't know, man. I just went to Bunnings to buy paint, and I'm going to repaint the cross at my local church because they're too old to do it. That's what I think. You know, I'm helping out. I'm doing what I can. No idea, brother. I just donated money to a women's shelter in Australia. I'm not getting distracted by what the fuck is happening in between Maduro and Donald Trump. I don't care. Well, I do care, but I don't know. I care enough to make it funny. Okay? And outside of that, I'll let them fucking figure it out, okay? You know, because I'm still working on solving Israel-Palestine, okay? I'm working on it. I've got a few ideas. And this one's going to work.